Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben, come on? Yeah, 10-4, Big Ben, for sure. By golly, it's clean clear to Flagtown, come on? Yeah, it's a big 10-4 there, Big Ben. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, looks like we got us a convoy.
It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We is heading for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town. I says, Pigpen, this here's a rubber duck and I'm about to put the hammer down. 'Cause we are little convoy rocking through the
night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 4. Are you truckin'? That's right, my name is Air Intake, and I am your host along with my co-host, Richard Gere.
Race fans, can you believe it? Here we are, finally back, Season 4, and we've got a load of trucks. You are looking at the first 17 of 34 that will attempt to qualify and go into competition. Aaron, introduce our first competitor for these time trials.
I've been everywhere, man.
And from Ironbeard Customs, we have James Ironbeard, driving the Baja Bouncer.
Every competitor, race fans, has 2 attempts down the Chavano Mountain Raceway in the drift lane. And here goes James Ironbeard for his second attempt. His first attempt was at 28.105. And now onto the drift turn and through the first split check point at 10.14. That's very good. He makes his way onto runway 3, holding a nice straight line and through the second split in a 19.35. That's a great time, under 20 seconds. Under the scrambler he goes. And clean through with a 26.560.
And all the way from the Aussie Diecast Racing League is Macy, driving that Chevy Silverado.
Macy was unable to finish on his first attempt. Let's see if he has better luck here. A great start and over the Chavano Creek. Now, if he fails to finish, it does not mean he's disqualified. He just has to go into sudden death. But he's looking good so far, a great drift. 10.73. He's looking very methodical. And through the S-turns, under the bridge and onto runway 3. Down the runway he goes, a nice clean line, 20.4. A very respectable time now around the Big U. Holding it well in the scrambler and coming through the finish in a 26.983.
Now from Jefe Speedway is Jefe, driving that 1963 Studebaker.
Now Jefe also did not finish on his first attempt, having trouble at the scrambler. Let's see if he does a better job. He's moving along nice and fast. Here he goes through the snow, and now on to Mesa Butte. Drifting well, he's looking very good at 10.24. Through the S-turns, things look good so far. Onto the runway, and he's showing his speed, making his way nicely down there on a 19.45. He is really picking up speed. Here he goes on the scrambler. Oh, he's off all 4 wheels, but through the finish, 25.907. That puts him at the top of the pole.
Ladies and gentlemen, driving for Indiana Diecast Racing is Tain in that Dodge D100.
And Tain also did not finish on his first attempt. Let's see how well he does on his second. He's over the creek looking good, making his way through the snow quite nicely. And now onto Mesa Butte. No drifting. Oh gosh, I hope he knows which way to go, but he's through the first split in a 10.87. Oh, and he's toppled over. Oh, but don't worry, Tain. You still have a chance in sudden death.
Now introducing the reigning champion from Season 3 is Boxer from Olsen Racing, driving an off-track.
And race fans, this may be hard to believe, but Boxer did not finish on his first attempt. Here he goes, attempt number 2. Making his way through the snow, he's looking good. There's a good drift. Oh, but he gets spun around. He comes through the split in 10.2. Over the jump in reverse and through the S-turns. Now onto runway 3. I wonder if he can keep up speed in reverse. He's under 20 seconds though, and a 19.79. Around the Big U he goes, and onto the scrambler. He spins it around, pulls it through the finish line in a 27.216. That'll put him in 4th place right now.
Next up from Hot Nuts Diecast is Magnitude, driving a Baja truck.
And Magnitude did not finish on his first attempt. He's having some trouble, but he's very fast. And over the creek he goes. He's looking smooth so far through the snow. making his way onto the drift turn, but hard into the wall. Still coming through in under 10 seconds, and now he's flipped the truck over. So magnitude will also go to sudden death.
All the way from Australia is Ross Rodden driving for Rodden Racing, a 1968 Chevy El Camino.
And Ross was able to finish in both time trials. This is the first round where he got the faster time. Let's watch carefully as he makes his way now around and through the snow onto the Mesa Butte. Beautiful drifting in a 9.85. He's looking strong. Around the S-turns. Onto runway 3 he goes. Look at that, great speed and a 19.12. The record is 18.81 by Mr. Dark. That is looking good. He's sliding around though, coming through. 26.563 puts him in third.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our youngest competitor here, carrying the South African flag with Fryer Racing is Snowy Shift, driving a Draftnator.
And this was Snowy Drift's first attempt, the faster of the two. He did manage to finish both. Now here he goes. Through the snow, around the right turn and onto Mesa Butte. He's drifting well, pulling it in through the first split in a 10.91. Around the S-turns, he's taking a very methodical approach. Keeping his line straight down the runway he goes, and through the second split, 21.17. And now around the Big U, a good solid run. Holding it steady on the right side of the scrambler in a 28.771. He's on the board.
And now, from Mini Mafia Motors is Dreddy, driving that Toyota off-road.
Dreddy flipped over on the scrambler for his first run. Let's hope he can finish on the second. He's got the green light, and there he goes over the creek. Looking good through the snow, and now making that right turn onto Mesa Butte. Dreddy does a nice job drifting. That's a great job at a 10.91. Maybe a little slower than he'd hoped. On two wheels! But he manages to recover. Onto the runway he goes. A little bit back and forth and through the split time, 21.28. I think he just wants to finish at this point. To get on the board, and now onto the scrambler. He's turning it around, almost tipping it over and coming through. 30.303, but that puts him on the board.
And now introducing Glitch from Flat Rabbit Racing. Glitch is driving an off-track.
And this is the faster of his two runs. Glitch has got the green light as well. There he goes. Over the creek jump. Looking good through the snow. He's looking mighty fast. Hits the wall a little hard, but comes through at a 9.77. That's a great first split. Around the S-turns. You can tell he's got the speed pedal to the metal as he makes his way through the second split, under 20 seconds. Now around the Big U. Let's see how he does on the scrambler. I think this is where he had trouble last time. He does get spun around, but comes through in a 28.620. That will put him on the board.
And here we go. From Road Rage Racing is Road Rage, and he prefers Chick-fil-A with a Jack Daniels.
And Road Rage is driving that D100. Yellow lights, and now green. He had trouble the first time down and did not finish. Let's hope he finishes this time. He's very fast. Look at him scream along. Ouch, into the hard wall he goes, but well under 10 seconds. He's over the jump clean and through the S-turns in reverse. It's never easy driving in reverse, and he spins it around, and he's still at a 20.09. But now the momentum, he is having trouble around the Big U. Let's hope he finishes onto the scrambler. Spins it around, coming through. That's not the best. The timer has not stopped. 31.13 from the backup timer. Mr. Jack Daniels with Chick-fil-A is on the board.
The number 16 car is a 1995 Chevy 1500 Big Al from Big Al's Custom Diecast.
And Big Al finished both of his time trial runs. This is the faster of the two. He's got the green light, and now through the snow, that car is shaking, or that truck is shaking. That suspension is probably high on caffeine. Hard into the wall, in reverse. A split time of 10.51, now over the train jump, and through the S-turns. He's looking fast, though. I can't believe how fast he goes in reverse. 22nd second split, and now around the Big U, looking good on the scrambler, coming through in reverse. Big Al has a 27.076, putting him in the middle of the pole position.
And now, from 2K Racing is 2K. Tookay, driving that Dodge.
And there goes 2K. Now on his first run, he had a 26.609. Let's see how he does on his second run now. Hard into the wall. Oh, spinning around. A 9.66 though. Through the first split, he's in reverse. He is flying. Down runway 3 he goes. Now on the right side, coming back toward the middle. A 19.626 is a very fast second split, and now in reverse, through, and a 26.515. He sneaks in and gets into second place on the pole.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Disaster Jack from DJ. DJ is driving that beautiful orange 1969 custom Chevy pickup.
And DJ needs to finish this time to avoid a sudden death. He did not finish the first time. Here he goes. Now around and onto... Oh no, he doesn't drift. Oh, he has lost his way, but through the first split in a 10.61. That's not bad, and now around the S-turns. We're not sure why he didn't drift, but look at him scream down the runway. Coming through in a 20.56. That is very respectable. Now onto the scrambler. Oh, he's sliding on his side and is not finishing. And will go to sudden death.
Everybody knows from G-Force Racing, the third place finisher from Season 3 is Giorgio driving this Mazda Repu. R-E-P-U.
And as Aaron spits it out, Giorgio is not wasting time now. He must finish. He did not finish the first time around. Here he goes, drifting. Oh, nice high drift, but he gets spun backwards. Under 10 seconds on the first split. He's definitely fast. Uh-oh, something's happened as he spun around under the bridge, but comes through on the runway. He's lost a lot of momentum, but he's holding a good line coming through. 22.46. Let's see if he can finish onto the scrambler, bouncing it around, keeping it, turning it around, coming through. He comes through, ladies and gentlemen, and qualifies with a 30.210.
And there are 2 drivers left. This is Hudson from Cash Money Boys driving an off-track.
Here we go. That's a green light. Now, unfortunately for Hudson, he got stuck on the scrambler last time. He's looking good so far. And drifting, nice drift. Hits the wall, but comes through under 10 seconds. Clearing the train jump and through the S-turns. Holding a nice line, a beautiful line down. 19.36. Hudson is definitely fast. Now onto the scrambler, and once again, oh, he has got himself stuck. And he will have to join the others in sudden death coming up soon.
And the last competitor in our first of 2 rounds of time trials is Pharaoh Patrick from Pharaoh Mods, driving a Dodge M80.
This is Patrick's second run. His first he did not finish, and he must finish this time. A little shimmying up top through the snow. He makes his way, though he is very fast. And now, oh, a little hard into the wall. Looks like 2.5 spins, and now he's backwards. A 10.0. Oh my goodness. And he will have to go to sudden death, which begins now, ladies and gentlemen. Take it over, Aaron.
5 of the first 17 drivers were unable to finish the time trial. The sudden death gives them a chance to sneak in on the back of the pole position. The driver for the number Pi from Indiana Diecast was Tain. Tain made it all the way to the scrambler and then found himself flipping over and not finishing. Next up was Magnitude from Hot Nuts Diecast. Magnitude made his way down, but as you'll see here, he got caught up on 2 wheels on the rail, and under the drift bridge, he was stalled out. Next up was Disaster Jack. In his custom Chevy, as he got onto the runway, he found himself spinning around. He did the same on the scrambler, but managed to finish with a 35.75. That should sneak him in at the bottom of the pole. Cash Money Boys, and it was Hudson, making his way beautifully through Flint Rock, onto the runway. His Achilles heel was the scrambler, but this time he manages to sneak it down on the right side and finish with a 28.150 time. The last one in sudden death was Pharaoh Patrick. Pharaoh was looking very fast, kicking his way down onto the runway. Very fast down the scrambler, he comes screaming through under 26 seconds.
That will put him near the top of the DNFs, but still at the lower section of the pole.
After the first half of time trials, it looks like Jefe is at the top of the pole, followed by 2K, then James Ironbeard, Ross Rodden. Along the second row, we have Macy from the Aussie Diecast Racing League, Big Al, then our Season 3 champion boxer, Glitch from Flat Rabbit Racing. followed by Snowy Shift from South Africa. Then we have Giorgio from G-Force, Dreddy from Mini Mafia, and Road Rage. Now, of the 5 DNFs, Pharaoh Patrick is at the top. He's in good shape. But Tain and Magnitude at the bottom are in jeopardy of being the final 2 knocked out.
I've been everywhere.
Are you truckin'?
I've been everywhere.